Hi everyone, today we're playing Land Nauseam in Modern. That's right, the legacy deck from 2017 that was a meme is still a meme 7 years later. Maybe it was from 2018, I don't know. But the premise of this deck is, okay, well, there's the Ad Nauseam Angel's Grace combo, right? But the problem with that is you need a 2-card combo. So what if Ad Nauseam was a 1-card combo because the total CMC in your deck is less than your life? If you do that, you can just draw your entire deck with Ad Nauseam without playing an Angel's Grace type of effect. So to enable that, we are playing a very low amount of CMC. We just have Wishclaw Talismans, 1 Thassa's Oracle, and Offer You Can't Refuse. Ad Nauseam doesn't really count because if you're casting Ad Nauseam, you've already gotten it somehow, so you're never going to be hitting your Ad Nauseam with your own Ad Nauseam. That means we have 13 total CMC in the deck. It can go up a little bit higher post sideboard, but as long as our life total is above 13, when we play Ad Nauseam, we can draw our entire deck and hopefully win the game. Now, that means that we need to be playing a bunch of zero cost stuff. And one of the best things that we can be doing at zero cost is using Urza's Saga to make constructs to have a plan B, or a plan that is putting pressure on our opponent while we are working on assembling this Ad Nauseam. So Urza's Saga and a bunch of cheap artifact targets. We can get Everflowing Chalice. We can get Zuran Orb if our life total has gotten a little bit low to get it back up above the threshold. We've got Pact of Negation for defense. Profane Tutor is a way to search out Ad Nauseam. So in total, we have 8 ways to search out Ad Nauseam. Offer You Can't Refuse is pretty flexible. It means that we can play something and then offer to get from 1 to 2 mana for Thassa's Oracle on our combo turn, but we can also play it earlier to ramp, where we just like play an Engineer's Explosives or an Everflowing Chalice or whatever, and then counter our own thing to ramp with 2 treasure tokens. Lotus Bloom is a big burst of mana, and then some Radiant Fountains as a little bit more life gain to keep our life total up. Hopefully Engineering Explosives keeps us alive against energy. So that's the plan. This deck is definitely a meme. The original list played like the Dark Depths combo and then played Cunning Wish to go get an Ad Nauseam from the board. But it also had a lot more free mana because that was a legacy deck and this is a modern deck. But that was the inspiration, and I think it should be a good meme, so let's give it a spin. So round number 1, we are on the play, and I think this hand is, we're on the play, and I think this hand is pretty good. We have 2 tutors. On turn 2, we can suspend Profane. I'm going to play the Barrenmoor on turn 1, and then probably on turn 3, I will Bauble, offer my own Bauble, and then play the Wishclaw. I could lead on the Gemstone, but I'd rather not have the Gemstone become a Lotus Petal, and I want to lead on the Barrenmoor because I think I'm going to need it as a land, so I don't want to like clear water and then Gemstone Wishclaw or Gemstone Profane on 2. This means that even with no other mana sources, we should have 5 mana, which does put us in a position to win on turn 4. But we will play our Barrenmoor. This hand also is a little bit insulated against Thoughtseize because we have 2 tutors. Now, losing Offer would be pretty bad, but that's just kind of how it is. We do have 3 CMC out of our deck already, which is very nice. Radiant Fountain is a decent pickup. I'm going to play that. And then we're going to play a Profane Tutor. So our opponent is probably wondering what on earth we're doing. But we'll see. Karplusan Forest. Talisman of Impulse. Okay, so Profane ticks down. We draw a card and we draw Island. So we can play Island. I'm going to play this Wishclaw Talisman, and I am going to Bauble Offer. So Bauble, hold priority, Offer You Can't Refuse the Bauble. And I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn. We're going to hope that our opponent plays a Thought-Knot Seer when we have 2 lands in hand. They could have a Thought-Knot. Got an Ugin's Labyrinth. Well, we could be getting through the Breached here, which would be a little bit unfortunate, but seems like nothing. So I'm going to bet it's a Kozilek's Command, which I'm pretty okay with. So Profane is going to happen, it looks like. We can go get an Ad Nauseam. Draw for turn. Perfect. Okay. Then I can play the Swamp, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving up a blue for Offer You Can't Refuse to ramp our way up to Thassa's Oracle. We get to reveal our entire library. Good old Land Nauseam. By good old, I mean this is the first game I'm playing with it, but I'm definitely enjoying this. This is very satisfying. I didn't expect it to work, but I mean, sure. Three, two, one, and there is the 0. So we would not like to repeat anymore. Now we can do some more Offer You Can't Refusing. So cast. Now we also have all of our pacts in hand, so that's good. Offer You Can't Refuse. So we ramp up a little bit. Opponent has anything, again, we have pact, so. Wishclaw didn't end up being needed, but it would have been good bait if they maybe had okay, they're doing something. Okay, so I have pact, so we would like to pact their K command. That is target player. I'm assuming they targeted us, but I didn't actually check. Now we get to play our Thassa's Oracle. And there it is. Look at that, easy. Land Nauseam. Right, great deck. All right, so what do we need against Eldrazi? I think I'm still into Thassa's Oracle. I don't feel like I need to board in the Lightning Storm plan. Offer You Can't Refuse seems decent, and maybe the Zuran Orb, because I kind of expect our life total to get attacked. Engineered Explosives, maybe not so good. Seju's, I don't think I need. All right, I think I'm good with running it like this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Oracle is just probably better than than the Lightning Storm here. Oh, especially because they're a ring deck, so we want to be able to beat ring. Although Lightning Storm kind of beats ring because you can win at instant speed. All right, so this hand doesn't really have a tutor. We're on the draw. We have the Mishra's Bauble. It has a lot of mana. I'm gonna keep it. This might be against my better judgment. Opponent is mulliganing to 5. We also don't have black mana. Actually, yeah, this hand, I should have mulled this hand. I don't think this hand is very good. Because we need to find black mana in addition to the Ad Nauseam. But again, they did mull to 5, so maybe we can do something. And we have this Otawara, but no blue mana for it. Got Devourer of Destiny. And they lead on a Boseiju. Okay. Go to our turn. Okay, we do pick up a blue black land, so that is something important. I'm going to lead on Radiant Fountain because I don't know what side I want this pathway to be on yet. I'm going to play a Bauble. I'm going to Bauble them on their upkeep. Keeps our card a little bit more protected. Wait, oh, I did that on our end step. Never mind, I meant to do that on the upkeep. They're getting an Ugin's Labyrinth. We do pick up a Wishclaw Talisman. Okay, so I mean, the pieces are coming together. We need to fade something this turn. Is that okay? It's a Trinisphere. Trinisphere is not good, but it's not catastrophic actually. Yeah, because I mean, we can just like play this Wish Claw next turn, and then the turn after we play the Bloom, and everything goes a little bit slower, but it's not impossible to win this if the game draws out long enough. Now, if they have Thought Knot, that could be bad. Okay, that is bad. So obviously they're going to take the Wish Claw. And we can potentially bounce with Otawara, but okay, explosives. So I can play the island. Yeah, I mean, the problem here is I can't explosives on 3. Save the Otawara, bounce the Thought Knot. That's also not good. Looking like we're in a little bit of trouble this game. They have a Talisman. Okay. It's only one card, but our life total, again, is going to get pressured. Here, I definitely need to pay for the Bloom. It's going to be pay for the Bloom and play the Clear Water, probably. We do pick up another Wish Claw, which is definitely interesting. I'm going to play the Murk Water. It's possible we end up Otawaring the Trinisphere end step and then try and like play and crack the Wish Claw on the same turn. That would require 1, 2, 3, 8. It would really require 9 mana. So I'm not really going to entertain that unless I draw a land. They have another Trinisphere. Okay. So we go to our turn. We do get another land here. So I can play Swamp. I can play Wish Claw. And so next turn, suppose I was to play Otawara, use Wish Claw, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would just have enough mana. The only question is, what is my life total going to be at? So I've played a Wish Claw here. So in my deck, I have, let me check the sideboard. I have 4 offers, 3 Wish Claws, and the Thassa's Oracle. So I would have exactly 12 life. So I'm going to need to gain a little bit of life. Another Thought Knot. That's not a huge deal, but it does mean that I need to draw something with mana or a Zuran Orb this turn. Yeah, so Radiant Fountain would work as well. So we do kind of have a decent number of hits. We draw Baron more. That's probably not going to do it. Now I could, oh wait, no, because we need to pay the 1 extra for the Oracle anyway. Yeah, that's kind of bad. Could cycle the Baron more, hope to hit like a Zuran Orb, play Otawara. I think whatever I'm doing, it has to start with cycling this. Like take a hit and try and work our way back up. Thassa's Oracle's kind of a decent pickup because it does lower the mana, but it's still not great. Now, I could Wish Claw and then hope they send the Wish Claw back to me, but the problem with that is that well, yeah, the problem with that is that we don't yeah, like if they get a Thought Knot or something and then send it back, we're just in serious trouble. So I guess my only play is play one of these chalices on 1 and basically hope I draw a Zuran Orb. Or if I draw the Adnals, I could Wish Claw for no, but then the Trinispheres are going to get me. I could like bounce a Thought Knot, end step, draw. Is that any better? Probably not. If I Wish Claw now for a Zuran Orb, hope they don't get Thoughtseize, or hope they don't get another Thought Knot. Yeah, okay, maybe I Wish Claw for a Zuran Orb, hope they don't get another Thought Knot, and hope that they instead just, like, get something else. Play the Otawara. Pass. And we have to hope that they, like, Wish Claw for something inconsequential. And I don't expect this is going to work, but I think it's our only chance at winning, basically. And they might think that because we gave them the Wish Claw, we don't really have a good Thought Knot target, because it's sort of the obvious thing for them to get. Okay, so they're going to hit me for 8, down to 4. We do have 6 lands, so we could gain 12 up to 16, so ripping the Adnals off the top would do it, assuming that they don't have anything else. And we have 9 total mana, so we do have enough for Adnals plus Oracle. We even have enough for Adnals plus Search plus Oracle, again, assuming that they get something inconsequential. Like, maybe they just go get a, I don't know. And they might figure double Trinisphere has me on enough of a lockdown that they're willing to spend it. Okay, no, it looks like they're not spending it. Adnals? We drew the Zuran Orb. So actually, well, we wouldn't have been able to play the Zuran Orb. Alright, I'll scoop it up. We had some chances maybe, but didn't quite pan out. Double Trinisphere. So what do we want? I mean, we can't really beat that. We're just gonna have to like play through Trinisphere or rely on Saga. We could offer You Can't Refuse It if we had one. I'm just gonna run it back. We're on the play. Maybe we get a Wish Claw in under a Thought Knot this time. Explosives is kind of bad, but I don't really think we have anything to replace it with. And honestly, we could bring in Pact of the Titan just as like a beater that we can pay for using the Gemstone Mine, but maybe that's a little bit loose. Maybe we blow up like a Bloom or something. So this hand, I think, has too much interaction, and while we do have Bloom, which is nice, we have no Adnals or way to get it. This hand, yeah, this hand is a bit better. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to send back the, I think the Pact of Negation. Yeah. And so I'll suspend Bloom, play a Gemstone Caverns, play a Bauble, and on their upkeep, Bauble them. They have a Kozilek's Command, good to know. Got the Ugin's Labyrinth, putting an Emrakul under. Defense Grid is interesting. I guess they're concerned about me potentially countering their Trinisphere? Seems like a weird choice. So we'll play a Murkwater, play a Talisman, play a Zuran Orb, and we're going to pass. Urza's Saga would have been good in this matchup, I think. I'm a little worried we're just going to get Trinisphered now, and again, that means we need to get to essentially 9 mana. Which we can do. We play a bunch of lands. I like having the Zuran Orb already in play if they have pressure. Honestly, the thing I would most like to see here is a Thought Knot. Okay, Talisman, not the worst. And Temple, so it's not Trinisphere. If they had Trinisphere, they would have played it. Offer You Can't Refuse. I mean, we can't play it, but they try and do something at instant speed on our turn, we could. We can almost play it. If we get got by Defense Grid, I will be a little bit annoyed. I still would be totally cool with Thought Knot. Maybe they think that this stops our counter spells in general. Okay, no, they are probably just playing it to protect a Trinisphere. Again, definitely annoying. We're 1 mana short of being able to do something about that, but go to our turn. So we can pay to have this Bloom come in off suspend. which we will definitely do. But our turn, profane, not really what we need. Now I could search here. If they search, they didn't have another land last turn. What are the chances that they like search and thought not us? That would be pretty bad. I guess we could offer the thought not and go get like a saga. Oh no, they could search and thought not us. Yeah, I don't think I can risk them search thought notting us, so I'm just gonna hope we top deck like an untapped land. Seven mana. Yeah, so we need. Oh wait, we don't actually need it because we can just play the. No, but the Oracle gets the cost reduced by the transfer. So we can't go this turn. We're gonna have to go next turn, which means we're gonna have to take a hit from this thought knot probably. So they can take our offer, which is fine. We do have the Zuran orb in play already, which is nice on that front. Engineered explosives. I mean, we could play it and crack it, but then we'd blow up our Wishclaw. We could fetch with Wishclaw, play it and crack it, but that doesn't quite work. I think I like just holding up offer. Oh, but we needed to draw a land, though. So maybe I Wishclaw, and then on their turn... Oh, but the defense grid is in play. That doesn't work either. And we can't... Yeah, Yeah, offer with explosives is a little bit awkward here. Okay, so I could search for Gnaws. I have, what, I've used 3 CMC out of my deck. So I know that there is 3 more Wishclaws, 3 more offers. So that brings me to 9. The Oracle takes me to 11. So I could take 11 damage going down to... going down to 11. Potentially take another hit. And then play the Oracle. But the problem is if they get a Thought Knot and then take the Oracle out of my hand. And I'd have to pay an increased amount of mana due to this defense grid. I guess Pact would still cost 3. Do I have a better option? So if I search, Gnaws would cost me 8. This is tough. I think I'm better off just passing and then offering whatever they do. And just trying to draw a land. Like offering if they play something that's like a real threat. Seven, 8. They did show that they weren't necessarily willing to crack the Wishclaw last game, so maybe we can like get something with the Wishclaw in a spot where they won't send it back to us. Could get Saga or something and try and make a play with that too. Another play there would have been Adnos and just like go until I draw a few Sagas and try and do something with that. I think that's maybe a little bit not reliable enough though. Okay, they've got something for 5. Something might go spawn. All right, I think I'm okay with this. Well, I'm not okay with it, but I can't really stop it, so... And I could counter the Myco spawn. I don't think that's worth it, given I have like lands and a Zuran Orb already in play. They have a 3-mana Eldrazi? I guess they could Kozilek's Command for 1. Yeah. Scry 1, draw a card, and they get a spawn. That's fine. Go to our turn. Draw a card. Another offer. Definitely a bad draw. Okay, I mean... Maybe we just have to... Well, are they going to get a Thought Knot if we Gnaws a bunch? Maybe they won't. I think that's better than trying to wait 2 turns here. Which means maybe I should have made this play last turn, but... I think it's better than other shots that we have. I guess I could play and crack the explosives. I would lose my Lotus Bloom. They would lose Defense Grid and Talisman. So if I do that, the Adnals is in my hand. They've lost Defense Grid and Talisman. Then we go to and they hit us for they have 6, but then they hit us for 8. No, they put us for 7 down to 11. We untap, we pass. Yeah, so if we untap, we pass with 4 lands. We need to draw a land, basically. Or I guess we could draw a 0 that we can offer. Versus Adnals now and hope they don't send it back. Okay, I think I actually like this. Maybe I should have made this play last turn. Okay. Done. And I can then crack the explosives. All right. So now, yeah, we can like end step Gnaws potentially. And then go to our turn and hopefully draw another land. Oh, but we're going to be low enough. Another 7 down to 4. Yeah, this could get a little bit dicey. Yeah, because we can't sack all of our lands. We have to leave enough for the Zuran Orb. Okay, that's a problem. And 0 doesn't work with the Trinisphere. We may have just lost this. Radiant Fountain would be like... Oh, no, we need a black land, though. I guess that's why I didn't do it last turn. Well, last turn we would have had a higher life total. Yeah, I think maybe I misplayed that. I think it could... Had we done that 1 turn sooner, we have like another shot. Now I think our life total is too low even with the Zuran Orb, because we're realistically not going to be able to sacrifice more than 2 lands, which is 15 life. We're taking 8, or we're taking 7, which will put us at 8. We have 4 CMC out of the deck, but there's still 6, 7, 8, 10 in the deck. And they've got a Talisman. Okay. All right. Go to our turn. Draw. Lotus Bloom is not it. That's going to be too slow. So that's probably the game. Yes, they could hit us for 7 down to 4. We could draw like... Oh no, I don't want to combat bounce these Myco spawn. Yeah, had we drawn Radiant Fountain, we go to 13. No, but Radiant Fountain, never mind. Radiant Fountain doesn't do it. Black Source, go to 13. Or no, stay at 11. They hit us down to 4. We Can go up to 8. Yeah, there's just no way. I'd done it a turn earlier, we would have 4 more life. 12. It's actually still not enough. We're still 1 life off. We just needed to draw a land at some point. But this one's not going to work. Trinisphere getting us both games. Didn't see a saga at all. Any of the 3. Yeah, so I guess the play was actually to just Naws and hope they don't go get a Thought Knot. And like that they just don't use the talisman. I'll wait like a second here just in case, but defense grid is certainly interesting. I mean, yeah, they can get another Myco spawn. Or another land. I don't really know what I'm waiting for because I'm just dead here. I'm just going to scoop it up and we'll go to the next one. Okay, so we have what I would call a pretty decent hand here. I mean, we have Saga, we have a Profane Tutor, got an Offer. We're on the draw, but I'm going to keep. So turn 1, we have Urborg Cycle Barrenmoor, probably. Okay, Commercial District, maybe it's Storm. Okay, no, it is not. It's looking like Eldrazi again. Yeah, so I'm liking Urborg, Cycle Barrenmoor, which I will do at instant speed. And then turn 2, we have Saga Profane. Do they not have a second land? Okay, sure. Maybe we'll win. Got Saga. Got Profane. We've got Pass the Turn. I can also Ever-Flowing Clear Water here in order to get some ramp happening. Stomping Ground. So my Saga ticks up. I'm going to play the Clear Water. I'm going to play Ever-Flowing on 0. Holding priority, and then Offer You Can't Refuse our own Chalice. Spend another Profane. And now we should be good, because we can get Naws next turn, play a Radiant Fountain as land, tap the Urza Saga for mana, and that should do it. So hopefully they just have like a Thought Knot Seer or something. So we'll cast that. Blue-green is a little bit interesting. I don't really think that there's a lot I can do about that. I mean, do I expect them to have a counterspell? No. Eldrazi feels like it should be one of our better matchups. It's like we can kind of gum up the board a little bit. They're not that fast, and they don't really like discard. Well, Thought Knot can discard us, but all right. I'm gonna take a Bauble because I feel like our life total is really not under pressure. So I don't feel like I need Zuran Orb. And we're just gonna go for the Adnals. All right, so now we can get a Pact, so we should just have it locked up. It could be holding up a Kozilek's Command for 1, which again we have Pact for, so we are looking fine there. Satisfying to get to click the whole Adnals again. It's been so long since I've done this. So we would not like to repeat that anymore. We've got Explosives on 0, holding priority, Offer You Can't Refuse. Let's see if they do anything about that. Looks like Kozilek's Command. No, nothing. Okay. Oracle. Kozilek's Command. It's definitely Kozilek's Command, but we have Pact. And that's going to be the game. All right. Very satisfying. This deck is sweet when it works. I mean, like I said, I don't think the deck is good, but the deck is very fun. Maybe I don't want offers against Trinisphere. What do I want? Zuran Orb, probably. Explosives is pretty bad. Maybe I do want the offer still. Try and like actually hit the Trinisphere. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I could also see a case for Expedition map, like chain sagas or something. All right, what do I think about this? We can't play our offer. We can't suspend our profane. This is going to be a mulligan. This, we have mana, but then nothing to do with it. That's going to be a mulligan. This we have to keep. And the question is, what do we send away? I think it's offer and Chalice. And I'm trying to play like a saga game, maybe. Okay, they have stirrings, yeah. Hit a Misty. Okay, profane is kind of good. I'm gonna play that, and because I got profane, I think I'm gonna offer my own bauble here. And turn them both into Lotus Petal. So now I can suspend the profane on 2. It does delay my saga by a turn, but I think it's worth it. We'll play the Murkwater. Next turn I have like Wishclaw Saga. And I do just need to hit another land, but actually no, I don't even. Assuming I don't like have my lands get blown up. Or like have Trinisphere happen. Opponent is on RUG Eldrazi. Play a Wishclaw. They let it happen. We'll play a Bauble. I'm gonna use that on upkeep, I guess. I was thinking about using it right away, or I was thinking about saving it for like potential saga tokens, but I think I'd rather have the card and see what they're working with. Another forest, okay. They could certainly have something like endurance, but again, we do have pact, so should have stacked these the other way. We'll get an Adnos. Okay, swamp for turn. So, all right, I can play that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go for the Adnos. Do you have a counter? It's like maybe they do. They have Flusterstorm. Okay. I mean, we weren't beating that anyway, so now we have to win with the Saga plan pretty much. I was thinking that if they had, well, no, they wouldn't have used the counter necessarily on the Wishclaw because they knew we had a profane coming. Ugin's Labyrinth, all right. They have a ring. It's not great for us. Get a construct. Get a bauble. Play a gemstone mine. And I mean, I know I could have Wishclawed for another saga. I don't want to give them a Wishclaw activation though. I guess I could maybe next turn I like Wish Claw for a Saga and then Otawara the Wish Claw. That could be a line. Probably going to just leave this Bauble in play to pump up the construct, but we'll see. Depending on how much hate they have. I mean, they do just have a lot of cards in hand, though, which is concerning. 6, Myco Spawn. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. Our construct is bigger. We could still make the same play with the treasure, so this is not the end of the world. They've got instant sorcery land in the yard for the Emrakul. Okay, so we go to our turn, draw for turn. So I'm going to do this now before they potentially block, because if they block, okay. Now, if we send them our Wish Claw, we do lose our construct, so I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to play the Pathway and pass back. They've got Kozilek's Command, it looks like. Don't think we're going to win this one. Okay, they exile our construct, and then they do a little bit of scrying. Maybe they'll kill themselves with their own ring. It's not likely, but it's theoretically possible. Talisman. Talisman. Drawn all of the mana. Trying to sphere, that doesn't matter. Go to our turn. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Wish Claw. I don't know why I used the clear water, but I did. Get a Saga. Play a Saga. Bounce the Wish Claw. Interestingly, what are they doing here? They're playing something. I guess we're passing. Kozilek's Command, probably. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're going to get an Emrakul here, it looks like. But let's see. Let's make them actually do it. These are also bad for our Saga. Yeah, I mean, something is happening. 8. I'll scoop it up. I'll scoop it up. Flusterstorm got us. But we have game 3. So against Flusterstorm, what am I most interested in? I guess Boseiju. Yeah, we'll bring in these Boseijus. What don't I need? Probably the Vesuva can go. And we'll board out maybe the Gemstone Caverns. Although the explosives are bad enough that, well, they're good with offer though. Okay, I'll keep them. But also think about hope. I don't know if I want to add that much CMC to the deck. This is pretty good, yeah, so I'll keep it. It's a very similar hand to last time where we have like offer and a 0 drop, and then we have profane. So upkeep, main, play the clear water. I'm gonna feed the explosives to the offer. Chalice has more potential use. There we go. For a second I was wondering why that wasn't working. Look at this ramp. They've got a Misty. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Ancient Stirrings, maybe? Looks like Stirrings. Yeah. They get a Talisman. We draw a Thassa's Oracle. Suspend the Profane. Next turn we have Saga. We could single kick Chalice, or we could spend a treasure to double kick it. Okay, they've got the Talisman in play. I'm going to play Saga. Is it worth a treasure to double kick the Chalice? I think it probably is. Yeah, okay, I'll spend a treasure to double kick it. If they have a way to remove this, then they could have removed something anyway and stopped us that way, so I'm relatively okay with this. What would I like to see out of them? Well, Stirrings is a start, because that's A, it's taking one of their blue sources away, B, it's just not that scary. Commercial District, okay, they're surveilling. The Profane comes off. Question here is, do we play into Flusterstorm again? Certainly we get Ad Nauseam. See what we draw. Draw an Everflowing Chalice. I think maybe we don't. And then depending on what they do, we go for like an end step Gnaws. We could Gnaws here. Yeah, I think I like that. The only slight downside is we have to burn. Oh, I guess if they Thought Knot us, that's bad. We do have Offer, though, so we could leave up our blue and hold up Offer. Offer their play. Yeah, we could offer their play. I should leave a couple cards left in the library. Maybe like 2. Yeah, okay. I mean, we do have to go to cleanup, so we would have to discard. So we would keep blue land, Oracle, Offer, Pact. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good opportunity to resolve it. We're just going to go. Okay, so we'll keep Oracle, Pact. Probably blue land in case they have like a Myco spawn. Maybe like just as many counter spells as we can. I think we leave 2 cards left. I guess we could leave 3. All right, I'm going to leave 3 left. All right, so we go to cleanup. So I want Oracle, I want Pact, I want Offer, I want Offer, I want blue lands. So we want Pathway. That's 5 cards. So let me just discard from here. I'll keep another blue land and I guess another Pact. Well, I guess we can work our way up with Offer potentially. I should keep a 0 drop. So I'll like keep this Explosives. Keep Otawara. Don't think I can keep that offer. I should be counting what I have left in my deck a little bit more precisely. And okay, I don't need all of these pacts. So it's pact, land. Do I need 2 blue lands? Yeah. So I'll get rid of one of these pacts and we can go like this. All right. I feel relatively okay about this. Let's see what they play. So we beat Myco Spawn with land explosives offer. We beat Breach because we have offer. Okay, so I could offer this. That being said, do we care? I guess they could. No, they can't Kozilek's command us. I think I will still counter it because it does just give me more flexibility with Pact next turn. If they have Breach here, then so be it. They got us. Okay. What'd they reveal? They revealed Forest. Okay. Go to our turn. We draw a Bauble. Can float a mana. I should have sacked this to the Zuran Orb, but it really doesn't matter. Got Pathway to play. And I think we just play Oracle. I mean, if they have removal, again, we have Pact. But it looks like they didn't. We win the match. So we are 1-1, having played 2 Eldrazi decks so far. This deck is sweet. It's not good, but it's very sweet. All right, next round. Round 3, we're on the draw against a Gigantha deck. We have a lot of mana. Explosives could potentially be good if this is energy. But we don't have any way of finding an ad nauseam yet. So when we do have our 9 natural draws, we do have this Baron more we could cycle. I think this is actually kind of close. I think I'm going to mulligan it, but I think there's a reasonable argument to make there for keeping. This I am going to keep. I'm going to ship one of the Profane Tutors. And it might look kind of bad because we don't have a black mana, but between the Bauble and our draw, I think it's okay. And the Lotus Bloom is pretty important. So like we'll have minimum 3 looks at a black source. Ocelot Pride, so it is in fact energy. Radiant Fountain going to be relevant here, perhaps. Barrenmore, okay, that's a good pickup. So I can suspend this, play the Barrenmore, play the Mishra's Bauble, and then on their upkeep, I will Bauble them. Just cycle this. Would like to find, okay, Sacred Foundry, that's fine. I would like to find explosives, obviously. They have a Johnny. So we are going to be under a little bit of pressure, but it's no Guide of Souls, so it's not really the worst possible version of this. Bloom ticks down, Bauble ticks down. Pact is not really what we need. Radiant Fountain is good. Then the Profane, and I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna be low. We're gonna be too low. We're gonna need to find Zuran Orb or especially with that, because we have to pass. We have to take this hit and then we have to pass one more time. So we need Zuran Orb, Radiant Fountains, things that give us life. Otherwise, we're gonna be too low to Naws. I would also accept explosives. That is not what we need. I mean, I could still draw the Zuran orb next turn. Wait, whoops. Yeah, so we'll pay that for 1. Cast another one for 1. And I mean, ugh. Might be worth playing like 1 Angel's Grace in here, because if we could tutor it out in situations like this, potentially, like if we had enough tutoring. Maybe not though. Maybe it's just still not worth it. Maybe actually the play is to just reduce your CMC more. Goblin Bombardment. Okay, well that will kill us. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, they were just a little bit too fast. Chalice of the Void seems decent. Zuran Orb, definitely. Do I want the instant speed plan? I don't think I need it. Offer You Can't Refuse is a little bit of speed. To compensate, though, I'm going to cut 1 Wish Claw just to be a little bit lighter on mana, so 12 CMC only in the deck in total. Baubles are good. I'm going to cut some Everflowing Chalice, I think, because we are on the play. Yeah, I might just cut all the Everflowing and try and rely on like Chalice plus some explosives. Even cut like 1 Bauble. Yeah. Oh, actually, Pact is pretty bad. I should have cut some Pacts. Whoops. Went a little bit too fast. So this hand doesn't do it. We don't have a Naws. We don't have a bunch of mana. That's got to be a Maul. This hand is better. We keep this. Pact, I don't think we need. Is it better than... No, I'll get rid of the Pact. We suspend Bloom, play a Bauble, play a Radiant Fountain, and we'll pass the turn. Cracking Bauble on their upkeep. They've got a Static Prison. Good to know. Definitely another good reason to take out some Wish Claw. Godless Shrine. They could have discard here. That'd be unfortunate. Guide of Souls, much less scary. Okay, Explosives, pretty good. So here I'm going to suspend Profane, and next turn we can potentially Explosives Crack. Yeah. Yeah, probably we are just going to Explosives and then pop it. But let's see what they have. They could... Okay, we're almost certainly doing that. I would actually like to... Well... Yeah, Cat's a little bit annoying because they're going to gain so much life that they'll still get the token, but this is not the worst. They do gain a bunch of energy. Both of these tick down, so we should be in position to win next turn as long as they don't have anything. Playing that because I only need explosives on 1. Just gonna crack this now. I don't really see a reason to let them untap and then really know what they would have, but if they play 1-drops, I'm like pretty happy about it. So honestly, if it baits them into playing 1-drops, I'm good. All right. So that's taking down. They could have instant speed, artifact or enchantment removal. That'd be a little bit unfortunate. They don't seem to have silence. I think they would have played it if they had it. Get an Ad Naus. Our turn and draw. Pact is an excellent pickup. And now can get black here, black, ad nauseam. Yeah, so now the game is over. All right, so we are going to be 1-1 against Mardu. Winning the game on the draw is a little bit harder. I think Chalice gets worse on the draw. Probably going to take that out. Just hope they don't have like a blazing fast start. I guess no, maybe it's not. Well, no, because they can get 2 more 1-drops in underneath it. Yeah, I think I'm not willing to. Yeah, I think Chalice is more likely to be dead. I'll look what I have to compare. Holding priority, we're offering this. Make some treasures. Need to find our Oracle. There it is. And we win. All right, very nice. So against Static Prison, again, I'm also a little bit less interested in Wishclaw. Pact, I think, is probably not that needed. Can bring back in maybe an Everflowing, maybe a Bauble. Wormwat's Crypt, I don't think we need. Okay, maybe I will keep the Chalice because it's probably better than oh wait, actually no, hang on. No, I clicked too fast. I was gonna say it doesn't really play nicely with our offer in this matchup where we need speed. In a slightly slower matchup, I think it's a little bit better there, but well, too late. How do I feel about this? I will keep. It's a little bit dicey. I mean, on turn 1, I can like eat either the Bauble or the Chalice with offer. Turn 2, play a Wishclaw. It has potential. I think it's not great. We do also have a lot of CMC out of our deck already, which is good. Probably I'm going to eat the Everflowing because, okay, I'd rather see that than Guide of Souls to start. Okay, Explosives is also a good pickup. So, yeah, so I think I go Island. I'm going to eat the Everflowing. And then bauble them. And then next turn it's probably play Chalice, although if I have to, I will use Explosives. Would like to not need Explosives. Okay, I mean they can eat one of my treasures if they want, I guess. That is a little bit annoying with the Chalice, but okay, we'll see what they take. I mean, all 3 of these are things that they might want to take. They take Wishclaw, we're in a little bit of a bind. Okay, they take Explosives. So they don't have another follow-up play there. Ooh, Chalice or Explosives is a good pickup. I'm gonna Wishclaw. Probably next turn I can Explosives on 1 and pop it. We do need some more land. I'm assuming that the Talisman gets eaten by the Static Prison. Yeah. And then if they have like honestly, the best thing for me would just be like another 1-drop. Okay, maybe not. They have an Ajani. That's a little bit less good because now we potentially run the risk of like flipping their Ajani. Pick up another land. Saga is good also. The slightly tricky thing here is if I crack on 0 for the tokens. So maybe I talisman and use it. Get the Naws. Then they can get a discard spell. I don't think that works. So if I talisman pass. Talisman pass, I only have 6 mana next turn, which is not enough to actually play the Naws. So it would probably have to be 2 turns, which means I need to live 2 turns. Which... Okay, maybe it's talisman. I take a hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 11. But then if I pass again and then on combat crack, I'll take 2, 3, 4. So I'd have taken 15 in total down to 2, but I'd have some lands that I can sack. So if I like draw another land, I'm basically assuming next turn is going to be explosives on 0 and crack. Oh, but then that blows up my treasures, which is a problem. Yeah, the Ajani was definitely a wrench in my plans. And we'll see if they play another static prison, then I have to explosives on 1. And maybe there's a world where I can just like survive long enough naturally here. Play it or like make a construct, block something. This is looking like probably okay, this is definitely explosives on 1. Right. I'm glad that they were eating that and not something else though. So they hit an or we have another saga. I'll play a Murkwater because I'm gonna need the double black. The explosives on 1. We're gonna put a stop on their pre-combat main. Or I guess beginning of combat is fine for that, right? Because it's whenever you attack, yeah. The problem is we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the Ajani gets to hit us also. So I think we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Maybe they'll mess up though. I guess if they don't pay for these. Well, no, we have to crack this. Yeah, we're gonna take 5 and then it's gonna be 6 and they have us exactly dead. But nothing we can do other than hope that they just don't do it. Oh no, they don't have a red permanent though. Hang on. Okay, maybe we're alive. I was thinking that they still I don't know, for some reason I was thinking they had a red permanent. I don't know. Zuran Orb with 4 lands, 8 life up to 13. Put Gigantha in hand. Okay, maybe we actually did it. Let's see. And Radiant Fountain. That's an excellent pickup. So here we go get Zuran Orb. Play the Radiant Fountain. Or use a talisman to go get Adnaws. I didn't really count, but if we don't win here, we're losing. So those are the situations where you don't need to count. And yeah, no, we definitely just have this. That's a crazy game. Oh man. So we have Adnaws. We've got that one treasure left over for offer. Oh man, I can't believe we got there. All right, beating Mardu Energy, best deck in the format. Well, not the Mardu is, Boros technically is, but Energy's the best deck in the format, and we beat it so clearly by the transitive property. For all of you mathematicians out there, we are the best deck in the format. You heard it here first. Play this in your next challenge. All right, so we would not like to repeat our ad nauseam anymore. We can, and they scoop it up. That's that. And we beat Energy. All right, round number 4 coming up in just a second. We are 2-1 with this meme. So round number 4, here we have a hand that is kind of close. We have Profane, we have some lands, but we don't have any way to accelerate our mana. So I think this is going to have to be a mulligan. This is a lot better. We definitely keep this. I'm going to send away the engineering the engineered explosives. We are on the draw, so we essentially have 3 looks at finding a black source for this Profane with using the bauble, and it's Eldrazi again. So Bloom, definitely good. Radiant Fountain, also important here. And it looks like it's specifically Eldrazi Tron, because you don't just play a Tron land with no other Tron lands. Okay, another bauble. That is another look at a black source, so I'm okay with that. Radiant Fountain, not the best in the Tron matchup here, but I think I'm okay with it. I will bauble. I'll bauble them once on their upkeep and then once after that. We can see they've got an Eldrazi Temple on top, which I'm like kind of okay with. I do just need a black source in this top 3, but all right, Talisman of Resilience is fine. And then I'll bauble them again. They've got a Chalice on top. That could be a little bit bad with our Bloom. That's actually very bad with our Bloom. Now we have the rough situation of, do we play this Profane, in which case they definitely are playing a Chalice on 0, or I think they're going to play the Chalice on 0 anyway. I think I'd rather hold back the Profane. I mean, there's a chance we draw Otawara, I guess. I'm just going to play the Everflowing Chalice. Pass. Not play these because maybe there's a chance they don't play the Chalice on 0. I think even showing them the Everflowing Chalice is kind of bad, though. So we're probably going to lose to this Chalice, but we'll see. We've got Sowing Myco spawn. Yeah. I mean, that's going to happen. We're kind of setting ourselves up into a position here where we're in trouble if like just kind of no matter what. But if we play the Profane, they just definitely play it on 0. I think they're going to play it on 0 anyway, but there's a chance here we at least get a Lotus Bloom and we can try and top deck. Not a good chance. There's a chance though. I will probably play it next turn, and maybe they play it on 1 here. Maybe they think we're ad nos. No, they do just play it on 0. All right. Well, we've drawn Radiant Fountain. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna suspend a Lotus Bloom. I'm suspending that because there's the chance that I draw our 1 Otawara. Maybe we can bounce this. So I'm figuring next turn I'll suspend the Profane. Maybe there's a world where I get to like bounce it in a timely manner. Best draw here would obviously be the Gnaws, but I'd accept Wishclaw too. Thought not. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, can't really do a lot about it. They get our Profane. I'll cast it and throw it into the Chalice, maybe, I guess. Not, ooh, hey. Okay. That might have just turned this whole game around. So we can end step Ad Naus on their turn. They're going to hit us for 7 here. We get to go to our turn. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, we do have exactly enough life. 4, 8, 11, 13. I think we have 13 damage in our deck. A ring. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Come on. Just like play another talisman or something. Okay. I mean, somehow we maybe did it. I will leave 1 card left due to the possibility of Kozilek's Command. Because they do have 2 mana for Eldrazi. Oh, I'll have Pact though anyway. Well, I need to leave a card left for my draw step. I guess I'll leave 2 cards left for that reason. 1 for my draw step, 1 if they Kozilek's Command. Because if they Kozilek's Command on the end step here, then I can't pact it because I can't pay the pact. Whereas, and let me just make sure I have the Oracle. I do. Okay. So, and then so if they Kozilek's Command on the end step with 1 card left, I can't pact it because I can't pay the pact. I draw, and then I have 0 cards. So I would like to stop here. Go to my turn. Tick down the bloom. Draw for turn. Play a Clearwater Pathway. Have blue. Explosives on 0. Hold priority. Offer you can't refuse. Make the treasures. Oh, they do actually just get us with Pact. Okay, because I can't actually Pact, never mind, because the Chalice is in play. Oh no, but I can if I make enough mana and then Otawara. So that's what I'll do. Alright, so we cast a Mishra's Bauble. And then offer it. Make more treasures. As long as our Otawara isn't just like the last card left. That can happen. Where? Oh, there's our Otawara. Okay. So I can explosives. And again, we'll offer it. More treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard Otawara, bounce the Chalice. We have Pact up now. And we have a nice and safe Thassa's Oracle. Look at that. I mean, we drew the 1 of, but sure. I'll take it. Beating the ring. So I do want the offer. Explosives is pretty bad. I will take the Zuran Orb. Boseiju is, I think, not worth it. Yeah, I guess we just go like this. Yeah, let's just go like this. I mean, Hope could maybe be decent, but I don't know if it's... I don't want more CMC in the deck unless I really need it. How do I feel about this? Double, Bauble, Offer, Swamp, Saga. This is like a Saga hand. Opponent keeps. I think I'm going to keep. With this being... I could potentially get really messed up by Chalice on 0. I think I'm going to keep, though. And try and be a Saga plan that could maybe accelerate with Offer. one of these isn't useless due to offer if they do have the chalice. I'd rather not like mull the bloom into a quad chalice deck. Okay, they do have the chalice. But I mean, maybe they've like overcommitted to things that stop comboing. And maybe that means that we get a window. So I'm going to cycle this Baron more, looking for a blue source. I have Uggin's Labyrinth. I honestly would just like to see them play like a Trinisphere here. Talisman. That's like a little bit more annoying because it gives them the colored mana, but now they could definitely have like Myco spawn. We'll cycle. Do pick up that blue source. So here, I think I just want to get the Saga developed. Much as I do want to hold up offer, I can't really. Otawara is also an interesting pickup. I'm gonna like bounce the chalice if I need it. Thought not. Karn. Ooh, okay. Let's see what they get. So our treasures are pretty bad unless we get rid of that. I mean, okay, maybe they get like a Trinisphere. Stone Brain. Interesting. I mean, if that's the scariest thing they're doing, am I that concerned? I'll play Clearwater. Yeah, we're just passing. I mean, okay, they can play Stonebrain and use it, but I will have 2 constructs. They're not really close to this Ugin yet. Would also potentially directly put an explosives in play, so if they do like if we pop the Karn, we have the explosives for the chalice, although we probably, yeah, that's fine. We're just on the Saga plan now. But then that'll pop our construct, so never mind. We don't want that. Yeah, that's totally fine. See what they get with Karn. They could get like Pithing Needle, which would be pretty bad. Again, we can Otawara it if we had to, but we're looking at our deck for a little while. Take our 1 Thassa's Oracle. Maybe they were surprised that there was only 1. I don't know. Something to keep in mind as far as maybe getting a Lightning Storm. They get a Trinisphere. I mean, I'm very okay with that. The thing I would have been most scared of is, again, Pithing Needle for Saga. And I'll get a Bauble. So I could get Otawara and then have Offer. I think I like that. Rather than, I mean, I'm committing to not really bouncing the Chalice. But I can play like a tempo game with these constructs. I do think I need to kill the Karn. Yeah, I'll play the Otawara. The Trinisphere is fine as one card in their hand. Again, we have double offer. We can play like a tempo game. I'd like to be able to offer one of my own things if I could, but we'll see. Honestly, I feel like my best draw would almost be like, well, obviously another Saga, but short of another Saga, maybe like a Wish Claw or something, because then I at least get an artifact in play that doesn't die to this Chalice. So I'm gonna... Oh, it's non-creature. Well, alright, that's gonna happen. This was... I guess I did know it was non-creature. This so rarely comes up for situations like this, but... I mean... Alright, they take an offer you can't refuse. And they're gonna play the Trinisphere, I guess. Which... I think I'm just gonna let that happen. Explosives. Can't really use it. So here I'm gonna offer, or no, I can't. Yeah, I was like, I could bauble and then offer my own bauble, but I can't because of the Trinisphere. A little bit annoying. I'm gonna pass. I do need to get some more artifacts into play here. Hopefully they attack me, honestly, but I think they won't. I'm surprised they still got the Trin. I mean, okay, so Stonebrain Trinisphere, their card targets are really not that scary. I could think about baubling, but then I just need to find another artifact. Seems not reliable. And they've got a Myco spawn that they're kicking. Probably hitting the swamp, I would imagine. Yeah, well, that's gonna happen. Can't do a thing about it. Hit an island or a what's it called? Okay, I'd honestly rather see that than see them hit the swamp. So deal. Arn. I think I'm gonna counter that. They are pretty close to having Ugin, but like how much mana is this? If they get the Ugin back, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, they have Tron. 7, 8. Yeah, they just definitely have Ugin. We're not that vulnerable against Ugin though. I need like another Saga off the top like this turn though. That's not gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna scoop it up. Maybe we have fringe chances there, but I think realistically we don't. I need to get some more artifacts a little bit faster to like grow my stuff. What do I want? Do I want anything different? Hope maybe. And hope does. No, I don't think so. I could cut maybe like a pact. Oh, whatever. No, pact is good against Kozilek's command. I wouldn't cut a pact. Okay, this hand is like very good. We are completely cold to a Chalice on 0, but sometimes that's what happens. We do have a Saga, so if that happens, maybe we can like do something with Saga. Was that game? Okay, so that was game 2, so now this is game 3. All right, we're on the play. And we have turn 1, I guess, well, it's a little bit awkward because, no, it's turn 1 swamp is what it is. Yeah. Spend a bloom and pass the turn. I mean, as long as they don't have Chalice Zero, I feel pretty good about this, but and there's definitely ways we could still lose. Temple. Map. Okay, not that scary of an opening. They do have Chalice Zero, though. Of course. Okay, I mean, if I'm gonna have plays that involve Saga, this is the best chance I have, so. And, I mean, if they're, like, land and then fetching, it's relatively okay. It's not great, because they probably are gonna have Tron. Well, they don't have it next turn, but they could have it the turn after. Alright, that's pretty bad. Radiant Fountain, though, pretty good. Triple Profane Tutor, not as much. But we get Construct, get a thing. I guess we could get Explosives. And then maybe make something happen with these Profane Tutors. Although, then I'd be exploding my Constructs, so I don't know. Alright, Mine, Power Plant. Did they get the Power Plant? Wait, reveals Power Plant. Did they just have Tron in hand? Why would they get another Power Plant? That's fine. That doesn't matter. I mean, maybe like double Saga is just enough. Who knows? We'll pass. They tapped out. I'll just not cast it. All right, we draw. Make a construct. Search. And I could get a bauble. I could get a Zuran orb. Oh, I can't get the explosives because it's X. Never mind. I was thinking that you could. I guess the bauble. No, I guess the Zuran orb is better if there's like a potential race situation or something. Play another Saga. And this turn we have to pass. Next turn we get to maybe make a construct and start attacking. They have Tron though. Depending on what they do, I probably will make the construct in main phase and just send with the 2 4/4s. And if they block and trade, then okay, we draw a card. I need to clear this out of the way somehow, because I do not have infinite time here. See what they get. I'm not going to sack a land in response. So Chalice on 0 all 3 games. I mean, they do play 4 for a reason. This deck could definitely use a better answer against that, but I feel like there's really not many decks playing Chalice around right now. Stone Brain. Yeah, so I mean, they get to take out our Thassa's Oracle if they want. That's fine. We're not really going to be able to do anything with that with Chalice, so we are just on like a Saga plan. We do get to kill Karn here. I mean, I'm going to swing both at the Karn. That might incentivize them to not block, which would mean my constructs get like too big for their Thought Knot, which would be nice. Wishclaw Talisman's also not a bad pickup because it's something I can play that is an artifact. But for now, we're just making another construct. Or sending them at Karn. I guess I could send them at my opponent. Hang on. The second best thing they were able to get was Trinisphere, knowing we were on a Saga plan. No, they might still. All right, no, I'll get rid of Karn. So land would let us make a token and still talisman, which would maybe be decent. What else could they have that matters? Well, all right, we trade. Pick up an explosives. Pass the turn. So they'll go to 2 5/5s that can attack next turn. Boseiju is their green source. They do have a bunch of mana. They could have Sowing Mica spawn. That'd be a little bit annoying. Yeah, so I imagine they're eating our Urza's Saga. But yeah, I guess Tower probably. They do still have another power plant in play, right? Unless they played the mine. I thought they had the power plant first. I don't know. 3 mana. Maybe it's just more lands. And they're going to have all the mana to do what they want. So we need to like beat them down before they draw business. And they couldn't do anything with 7 colorless mana. So I like that. All right. Sending with the constructs. Do they chump? Looks like... oh, wait. They still could. It'll be 5/5 next turn. Interestingly, I could think about playing like maybe... I don't know. Artifact land feels a little bit rough. Although, maybe. Okay, they do chump. Question is, what is their follow-up? It's a Sanctum of Ugin. So either we're super dead to some giant thing, or maybe they can't do anything. Okay, so they do get to eat our like Wish Claw. That's kind of bad. And they're searching for something with Sanctum. Okay, this is probably game, yeah. I guess we need maybe a slight green splash, and then Boseiju's could be good. Boseiju eat the Chalice. Wishclaw. Oh, I could play Chalice on Chalice for 1. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I could have done that last turn, but I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's been a while since I've played explosives, but what did they get off of the... they got Ulamog. We're super dead. I mean, maybe we're not dead, but we're dead. Oh, our Thassa's Oracle's gone too. We're dead. Let's make them do it, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They have 15. They could actually hardcast an Emrakul if they had one. They have the Thought Knot. Yeah. All right, well, looking like we're gonna be 2-2. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about different ways to change this. I think a green, but the problem is the colors of mana are actually kind of tight because you do need to play the 4 Radiant Fountains. Maybe there's a world where you can play like some Besejus and like one Haywire Might in the board. Other 0 mana answers to Chalice on 0 start to get a little bit dicey. And could just play like more Otawara. Otawara's like not on time though, which is a little bit rough. Maybe it's just not right to play more answers for it. Let's see what they target with this, but again, we're definitely dead. All right. All right. Yeah. That'll do it. All right, so 2-2, match number 5 coming up. This deck still has just been very fun. I encourage you to try it out, although I again would not say it's a very good deck, but it's very cool. On the draw in round number 5, I have a hand here I don't really feel like I can keep. I just don't have any way to get Naws. I don't have any mana acceleration, so that's going to be a mulligan. This hand is, it's interesting. I mean, I need runner lands. Double Bloom is very good. I can even ritual up with Offer on Bauble if I had to. I think I'm going to keep. I keep and I send away Profane? Yeah, I do this. If I had to, I could, if I draw another 0, then I can Bauble and try and get a land. Currently, this represents 7 mana. So there are worlds where I just like draw some lands later and then I can like Wishclaw and use it on the same turn. Because the magic number, if I'm Wishclawing and using it on the same turn, ooh, it's Tron, okay. Magic number, if I'm Wishclawing and using it on the same turn, is going to be 9. 5 for the Naws, 3 for the Wishclaw activate, 1 to offer up afterwards. Again, I'll have 7 here. I do play a lot of land, so, you know, that could be good. Chalice of the Void on top? Are you kidding me? Really? Are they gonna Chalice on 1? Oh, that's fortuitous. I mean, maybe they thought we were like actual ad nauseam. How do you not Chalice on 0 when I have a no lander and play 2 blooms though? Right? I mean, maybe. Double E-Tron in a row feels kind of crazy. Okay, Radiant Fountain is something. I could also, yeah, I'm gonna explosives for 1. No, hang on. Explosives for 0. Yeah, we'll do that. And on upkeep, I will bauble them again. Unless they just have another Chalice, in which case, sure, they wanted it more. So what do we have right now? We still have 7 mana. Talisman, okay. Eldrazi. They didn't play the Ugin's Labyrinth. So we know one of their 3 cards is a land. Okay, we draw another Radiant Fountain. More mana is not bad. Clearwater. Okay, so I have some choices. I think I play this on the Murkwater side. And the question is, do I play the Wishclaw or do I crack the explosives? So if I play the Wishclaw, yeah, if I play the Wishclaw, all right, so how much mana am I going to have? I'm going to have 9 mana. So I could Wishclaw in the same turn, assuming I have Offer turned on. And that means that I should probably save and crack the explosives on the end step. It also, I mean, I guess it does insulate it from Thought Knot in my hand. I guess if they had a Thought, no, they couldn't have played the Thought Knot last turn though. That's a reason to play the Wish Claw. But it also does, I guess, expose it to like, no, but they had the Ugin's Lab. If they had the Thought Knot, they would have played it. Breaker of Creation. All right, sure. Why? Is that a playable card? Is it Thought Knot? It feels like it's Thought Knot, but why would they not have played that last turn? I don't know. I can't really pact it, I don't think. So I just need to hope that they don't take the Wish Claw. They will take the Wish Claw. Why would you not play that last turn? I guess they drew it this turn then. So we saw the Ugin's Lab that they drew. They chose to play the Cavern instead. They could have like maybe a Kozilek's Command or something. Okay, they do take the Wish Claw. I mean, we have what? We bottomed one, but we have a bunch of reasonable hits. By a bunch, I mean we have 7. The Adnos itself, 3 more Wish Claws, 3 Profanes, which are a little bit slow, but maybe still fine. Everyone's just playing Eldrazi today. And we'll crack this so that we have offer, potentially. They only have 1 card left in their hand, so I mean, maybe they just blank for a little bit and we can draw out of it first. I could have pacted and then paid it with a bloom, I know. Feels a little bit dicey doing that. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just try and draw out. It's like if I do that, I'm like 2 turns away from doing anything, at least. We draw another bloom. Okay. Yeah, I might as well spend it. Now I kind of wish I had done that. I wonder if there's a companion. No, I don't think there's a companion we can play, right? Gantha, no. Yeah, I don't think so. We're close to being able to play Garuda, but we have the Adnos. That'd be a strange one. Oh no, but they caverned it anyway. Never mind. I couldn't have even packed it. Okay, so 7 mana. That's what we would call bad. Definitely bad. What is it gonna be though? I don't know. Playing something. I guess maybe the one that like searches at the beginning of the game. That one's 7, I think. It's not another one of these. They don't have enough mana. Unless they do and they're just waiting. No, they've untapped everything. Maybe it is another one of these. No, it's off the top again. 1 time. By 1 time I mean 2 times. Okay, so is it the ring? No. Is it Karn? No. Maybe? Whatever it is they're thinking. So we have 2/3 CMC out of our deck. Okay. I want to counter that. We'll just counter whatever they get, but then that gives them a ton of mana. I think I actually maybe packed this. I think I'm actually going to pact this and pay it next turn. Figure I'm probably not going to draw something in one turn that I want. Bloom ticking down. 3, 4, 5. Yes, we will pay. Draw for turn. Zuran Orb is certainly a card that I'm not going to cast yet. This is potentially more time against this Thought Knot as long as they're whiffing, so we kind of just have to hope they're whiffing. So far, nothing there, so that's good. That's not really what we need. Next turn, I think I will play the Zuran Orb. What do we have? We have 7, we'll have 10. Got another Eldrazi. I actually should have played the Zuran Orb in case this is like another Thought Knot. I guess they're more likely to hit World Breaker or something. Okay, so they hit us for 9. It's a bunch of damage. Go to 7. Wishclaw or... Yeah, now Profane is too late, I think. And we're going to have to sack some lands to stay alive. I think it's still not going to be enough. We do have a ton of mana is basically the only thing going for us right now. They have 9 damage. We have to sack 2 lands here. That means that next turn we get to effectively be at 8, which is too low. And that's not going to do it. All right, so we yeah, maybe I could have played that a little bit differently. Like if I prioritized playing the Wishclaw in order to save it from the Thought Knot. I just had the read on them not having the Thought Knot because they didn't play it the previous turn. So again, I guess they would have had to have top decked the Thought Knot, which can certainly happen. But on the other side of things, like they could have a Foundation Breaker, or there's like other things that they could have in their hand that they didn't have the opportunity to play yet. So I think again in that spot I probably still don't play the Wishclaw, but it feels a little weird. Okay, what do I want to switch up? Took out explosives. We'll still leave some, I guess. Seiju not needed. Bajuka Bog, no. Hope, no. Map, I don't think so. Chalice, no. All right, that's what we're going with. I could think about like maybe a Pact of the Titan or two, but yeah, this is okay. It doesn't have a way to find a Nausea yet, but we have 3 redraws between more bauble, so I think I'm okay with it. Bloom is good to have, Offer's good to have. And we'll lead on Swamp and probably cycle the Baron more. Although, I guess we could bauble ourselves to see if we end up wanting to do that. It's not like they're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna actually lead on bauble ourselves. Because it's not like they're going to... And if I see like a Wishclaw or something on top, then I'll just play the Baron more. Or, you know, any of my 8 tutors on top will play the Baron more. This deck could maybe be playing some Talaria Wests. They are slow, but yeah, I mean maybe Gemstone Caverns can go. The color mana requirements are a little bit steep for what they currently are. I'm feeling like I definitely don't really want to go down on black sources. I could maybe go slightly down on blue sources. Although I don't know. I don't love it still. Opponent is really tanking. But, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Yeah, so we bauble ourselves, see if we have a thing we want on top. If not, or if it's like another land, then that I can play untapped, I definitely just cycle the more. Unfortunately, I don't have like an island that I can just hold this offer up with on turn 1, potentially counter a Chalice on 0. All right, go to main. Bauble. Definitely suspending this bloom. I'll suspend that. Bauble myself. With Zuran orb on top. That's kind of terrible. Play a bauble. Play a swamp, and I am going to cycle the more. I'll also play a Zuran orb because I know I have it, so I don't mind. So here we're just redrawing. They have a Kozilek. That's fine. Wait. Turn off. Undo. Turn off auto yields. Do not yield. I don't want to yield. That is not what I wanted to happen. You guys saw me stop that, right? And then it didn't turn off the yields. Good stuff. I'm in the slightly awkward spot where I actually need to play a land, but I think I'm going to cycle because yeah, I mean, that didn't work out so well. I needed to find, yeah, we draw from the offer, but wait, why did we draw that? Did I only crack the bauble on? Oh, and then they had the Charleston 0. Something went weird there. I thought I cracked the bauble on their upkeep? This is going what we would call terribly. I mean, if I draw a blue source, I'm kind of okay. Because we do get to like feed some of these into offers and just have mana. But if we don't, we are pretty cooked. If I draw a colorless source, I can explosives on 0. So that's something. But Thought Knot messes that up a little bit. We'll see what they take. They take one of our offers, which makes sense. It's the correct take, I think. Yeah, it's the correct take. Because it just really chokes us off of mana. So I won't cast it. There's kind of no reason to. We draw the pathway a little too late here. So I could... Yeah, okay. I think I have to play something and then eat it with offer. The other thing I could do is... Well, no, I can't explosives. Yeah. Alright, I'll play a Zuran orb and then offer it. Yes. So I need to draw like runner, like profane, and then land or something. Well, actually, really what I need to draw is like land and Naws. The two namesakes of the deck. But, I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. They have a Chalice on 1. Sure, that's not that scary. But the problem is this Thought Knot. Okay, I mean, Wish Claw is a start. We need another land, though. And I think we need it next turn, and I think that's still too late. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I mean, I can, yeah, like what can I realistically Wishclaw here? Nothing. I can't explosives on 0 and pop it. I mean, I'll suspend it, but that's gonna be a problem. I mean, maybe I Wishclaw for like a land there, but no. Oh yeah, Smasher, that's 1,000% over now. Okay, I mean, we draw the land a turn too late, but it would have been more than too late anyway. Like, had we drawn runner land, we still only have 8 mana up to 11. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 CMC in our deck, so we would have been dead. Is there a world where we can, like, somehow survive here? 6 up to 9. They have 9 damage. Yeah, no. None of this is gonna work. All right, well, that is the match. So that was Land Nauseam. It definitely was a sweet deck. I think we got a little bit unlucky those last couple rounds. E-Tron is not really a major player right now. Not that Eldrazi isn't, but usually it's like the other versions of Eldrazi that are not playing Chalice. So, you know, running into 2 Chalice decks in our deck that can't beat Chalice is a little bit rough. But I mean, we knew this was a meme deck, and it kind of performed a little bit better than I expected for a meme deck. If I was to make some changes, I would probably try to figure out some way to get some Besejus in here. I think Beseju is probably just overall pretty good. Not even just for Chalice, and it's just like a hate card against some stuff. You know, we can deal with other problematic permanents too. The land base is a little bit tight. I think you definitely have to play the Radiant Fountains, so it's a little bit hard to fit something like that in. Everflowing Chalice felt maybe not that important. That could probably be a different 0. We could play main deck Chalice if we wanted to ourselves, although I think that the current meta Chalice is really not that good at the moment. Like, the Eldrazi decks don't care about Chalice. Murktide like cares about Chalice a little bit, but it probably just counters it. Boros kind of only cares about Chalice if they're on the draw. Otherwise, they go under it with 3 1-drops and just kill you when you spend turn 2 doing nothing. So I don't know that I necessarily like Chalice main deck right now. I never brought in Lightning Storm Pact because we didn't play against any counterspell decks. Similarly, the Besejus, but those would have come in that spot. T-West is a pretty easy inclusion. I think it probably doesn't hurt to play like at least one of it or something. You can fetch an Urza Saga, you can fetch like a Profane Tutor, a Pact, so it's a pretty flexible card. If you're doing that, you have to play more blue sources, so something to be mindful of. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, deck was sweet. Let me know if you end up trying it out, how it goes for you. It's cool to have like Ad Naus itself be the win con again. All right, until next time, everyone, keep comboing, keep casting Ad Nauseam or Oracle or whatever your combo card of choice is at the moment.